As Dallas gets a road win, Boston has been absolutely rolling of late. They had the grease hot since a Game 2 loss at home against Miami. And you see in a best of 7, Cavs following a Game 1 loss 6-11, and the Celtics 61-8 when they win Game 1. But the Cavs are out big, 30-21. Jayson Tatum makes Darius Garland fall down. Everyone can ooh and ah, but you got to hit the bucket. He does. 6-point game. Then Tatum hits the 3, and all of a sudden, Boston's got a 5-point lead. Cleveland's down 8. You wonder, has this thing gotten away from them? No. Spider with the bucket there, Donovan Mitchell, and Cleveland tied at the half at 54. Mitchell and Garland in the third quarter did everything. Off the miss, let's run. Garland, the kick ahead. Isaac Okoro with the tough finish with Brown in chase mode. Cleveland's up 5. Next Cavs possession, Donovan Mitchell. Evan Mobley, man, he had his fingerprints all over this win, did the big fella. Mobley had 21. Then it's Garland, a clean look. Gimme all 3 of these. And the Cavaliers, they signed up for 48 tonight, Steve.
Yep, they did.
It was a business trip. Now it's Mitchell with a 3. Suddenly it's a 7-point lead. Now it's Garland, another big 3 ball. And Cleveland is up 11. Mitchell with the handles, is he going to drive? No, he'll pull again from 3. The lead's 14. Mitchell again, now working on Tatum. What a big-time bucket. The Cavaliers go 7 of 10 from 3. Meanwhile, the Boston Celtics don't make a single 3 in the third quarter, but you've still got 12 minutes. And you got a championship pedigree on Boston's side. Are they going to get back in this one? Not if Mitchell has anything to say about it. Once with the Euro step, another with the Euro step. He's slicing his way through the defense. Mitchell scored the same number of points as the Boston starters in the second half. He was 5 of 7 of 3, had 29 points. And one more time, Mobley down low, working on Brown, left off the window. And the Celtics held to 94, second fewest they've scored all season. Here's Donovan Mitchell on the team win.
I want to give a huge shout out to Evan Mobley. Stepped up big time. Didn't really play his best the way he wanted to offensively. But to come out here on the road as a young player, that's a big-time performance to set the tone for us.
I think our focus in our conversation was tonight we needed to be better than we were, the first game. And I thought our guys took that to heart. And went out, and these games come down to execution, right? And who executes the best is the team that typically is going to win the game. And I thought our guys executed a game plan tonight to a T.
It's one thing to be a significant underdog, which Cleveland was. They were a 12.5-point underdog at ESPN Bet. They produced the first 20-point playoff win by any double-digit dog dating back to the 1991 postseason. It's out of nearly 250 teams to find themselves in that spot during that span. So not just a big underdog, but they hand out a gigantic lopsided L to the homestanding Celtics. What went wrong? Jayson Tatum with his perspective.
Nobody was in there defeated or deflated. I mean, never want to lose, especially in the playoffs. A lot of things we can learn from, and we get it, right? The world thinks we're never supposed to lose. We're supposed to win every game by 25. And it's not going to be like that all the time.
Perk back to talk about this series, tied at 1 apiece, Game 3 in Cleveland Saturday night on ABC. Perk, I looked at the stat sheet like they do when the fellas go up to the microphone, right? You want to look at the box score. I saw 55% shooting from Cleveland. That's impressive. What led to that? What turned the lights on for this Cavalier team tonight, in your opinion?
Well, Scott, Donovan Mitchell said it best. They had a great team win, right? It's not Donovan Mitchell taking 25 or 30 shots. Everyone got involved. They had 6 players in double figures tonight. Karis LeVert, he was huge off the bench with 21. And then we heard Donovan Mitchell talk about Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is going to be the most important player in this series for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I thought they did a great job of establishing him and letting him be aggressive offensively. And when the big man is able to get his touches, and be able to fill the ball on the offensive end, he's going to anchor that defense. I thought he cleaned the glass like a fresh bottle of Windex, and I thought he was blocking and altering shots all night long. If the Cavs continue to play that style of basketball and Evan Mobley is going to continue to be aggressive, especially against those mismatches, they're going to be a problem for the Boston Celtics.
It is interesting, though, Perk. The Heat had that tremendous shooting performance in Game 2, same spot, got a win. Then Boston hadn't lost a game since then, and folks are talking like it's going to be a waltz to a parade. But we know this time of year that's rarely the case. I don't know if Boston was due for a night like this or something more. Did you see something that was concerning to you?
Yeah, I did, Scott. It's the sense of urgency, right? It's the laid back, being cool. Jayson Tatum saying, "Oh, people don't expect us to lose games." Well, we don't, especially at home where you have been so dominant. When we won in 2008, we was winning games at home in the postseason by double figures. And I'm waiting on this Jayson Tatum moment, right? We've been talking about Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell. When are we going to talk about Jayson Tatum? And it's the same old story. They just keep finding up three-point shots. You go 8 for 35. At what point do you stop and say, you know what? Let's figure something else out. We have two of the most athletic wings in the league, elite offensive players. Are we going to attack the paint and put pressure on their defense and get to the free throw line? They didn't do that.
It's interesting, but both Cleveland and Dallas they had to absorb punches from the home team. You know they're coming, right? But Cleveland was able to take that standing 8 in the second quarter, come roaring out in the third quarter, and they get the big victory. Impressive night for them.
They punched back, Scott.
Yeah,
they punched back.
Hey, but you know better than anybody. This time of year, you better be ready to throw hands. All right, I need to.
NBA,